Hi guys, this is the Only Hero Gamer, and we are here with an emergency live stream because the Nintendo Switch 2 situation is crazy, and we need to talk about it. Okay, I did recently a reaction of the Nintendo Direct that showed the Nintendo Switch 2, which it had good parts and bad parts, but they didn't show the price. You can react to that. I'm gonna put a link to it at the end of the video. But we need to talk about that because they didn't show the price, and they did that for a reason. So as you can see, we are on the Nintendo Switch page, right? And when you press the wait, let's go back for a second. Okay, we are here. It shows you the games. It shows you the Nintendo Switch 2, how to buy the Nintendo Switch 2. And now we are here, in which it shows you the Nintendo Switch 2, how to buy accessories. So we hit games. We hit games, right? It shows you the games, but it doesn't shows you. Sorry, my throat is killing me today. Um, the price doesn't it doesn't show the price at all. Like you have to click on the game and go all the way down because it turns okay. So here's the price of the console, which is $500. If you, with the bundle of the Mario Kart, is $450 without the game. But how much does the game cost, guys? Which is not showing here. Here it is, $80, the digital version, and the physical will be $90. And if we compare that with, if we compare the price of the new Switch, where is it? Here, $500 with one game installed or the code. The previous one was 300, and there was a version that was 200, which was the Nintendo Switch Lite. The best version with the OLED model, with the OLED screen, was 350. This one doesn't even have, the new one doesn't even have OLED screen at all, which means they're going to release another Nintendo Switch 2 with an OLED screen, which is gonna cost more money, like at least $50 more. Like if this alone, if the Nintendo Switch alone too cost like $450, at the very least the Nintendo Switch 2 with an OLED screen is gonna cost $500 without a game. And that is not the worst part. That is not the worst part. The worst part is that the games alone are gonna cost $80. And you know they're gonna do that with any other game. So we can close that. And the people reaction are Switch 2 is coming out June 5th, 2025. $90 for games, paid next gen updates, and you have to pay for a tech demo. And people are leaving. And hopefully they don't buy this. Nintendo controversial pricing strategy for Switch 2 games has fans concerned about the potential price hike. Base prices for Switch 2 games could be $80 for digital and 90 for physical copies, with additional fees for upgrades. For upgrades! Fans criticizing Nintendo for paywalling a tech demo, potential price hikes, and possible extra charges for next gen upgrades. Fans are roasting Nintendo Switch 2 win prices for a reason. Nintendo Switch 2 games. These are the games, right? Let's see how much is Donkey Kong Bonanza. We have to click it and we have to go all the way. Wait, about this game. We have to go all the way down through all these screens and whatnot. They put all of these colors, for the little kids to put pressure on their parents so they buy. Oh my god. Look at all of this. and finally we got a price $70, which is already uh, a price hike because it was supposed to be $60 in total, and that was one of the benefits of Nintendo. They wouldn't price hike anything. They wouldn't do DLCs. They wouldn't do cosmetics and whatnot. But they would never either put discounts, which means that this $80 is gonna be $80 when it releases, and it's gonna be $80 5 years from now. So even if you wait for a discount, the discount is never gonna come because Nintendo never put discounts in their games ever. If you want to buy a Zelda, it's gonna Breath of the Wild today is gonna cost $60 for sure, unless you are buying it from someone who played it and is reselling it. So $70 here with the for Donkey Kong Bonanza. Nintendo Switch 2 game prices reach staggering $80. Okay, so now, so the if let's take some notes, shall we? Notes. There it is. Okay. Give me a second, guys. Okay, now we're gonna be taking some notes. I want to see how much the full experience will cost. So let's say you want a Nintendo Switch 2, which is gonna cost you $450, right? Let me share the screen. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna do the addition in another way. Maybe I can. Okay, you must be seeing the screen now. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up here. Hopefully you can see it. Anyway, I'm gonna be narrating, so don't worry. So the Nintendo Switch is gonna cost you $450, right? A new controller, in case you want to play with your friends or brother, whatever, it's gonna be $80. One pair of Joy-Cons is $90. Oh my god. Okay, this is an adapter for the Joy-Cons. So $35. Joy-Con 2 straps. So if you want the straps for it not to fall down, or if by any chance your kid breaks them, $13 more. If you want a Joy-Con 2 wheel set of two for the Mario Kart game, those are $20 more. The camera, that was a really bad quality camera, that even if it was good quality, I don't think people would buy because people are tend to be shy with their faces in the internet. I don't think people will buy this. But let's say for the sake of argument that indeed they will buy. Let's say for the sake of argument they would. So let's add it $50 more. $110 for the dock set. Again, because this is for children, so if it's likely they're going to break it and you're gonna need a new one. So it's $110 more. Nintendo Switch 2 carrying case. Okay, I will admit that most people. I'm gonna sneeze, guys. Give me a second. Okay, normally I will admit that people buy their cases from third-party uh, companies, but in case you want this case and screen protector from launch, which a lot of people do buy, it's gonna be $35 more. Nintendo Switch 2 all-in-one carrying case. So if you want to play with your friends, with your buddies, and you want to take it your Nintendo Switch 2 to their home, and you buy this, it's gonna be $80 more. $80 more. A Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter. Once again, because it's advertised to kids, they might buy this, or your dog might buy this cable, and you want to buy a replacement just in case. It's gonna be with the adapter as well. It's gonna be $30 more. $30 more. And the micro SD Express card. If you had a micro SD with your Nintendo Switch One, that is not compatible anymore. You need the micro SD Express card. I looked the price, and it's 200. I'm sorry, for a micro SD Express with 128 gigabyte, it's $45. 45 dollars. And if you want a micro SD Express with 256 gigabyte, it's gonna be $60. I'm gonna choose the most affordable price, which is $45. So $45 more. That's the full experience, right? That's the full experience. Except, okay, it's except plus plus any game you buy which will be either 70, 80 most likely, which is gonna be the stand for digital and physical. You know, I'm not gonna write the digital and physical part. We know how much each represent, right? So there it is. Let's add all of this. I'm gonna take my calculator. I'm gonna add all of it. Calculator. Okay, I have my calculator on the screen. Let me share it too. Okay, there's my calculator. Okay, let me put it in place. I want to do this calculation with you guys. Give me a second. Okay, here's my calculator, right? Okay, so it's 45 plus 80 plus 90 plus 35 plus 13 plus 20 plus 50 plus 100 and, oh sorry, 110 plus 35 plus 80 plus 30 plus 45. This is without a game. It's $1,038 without a game. Let's say you wanna play Donkey Kong plus 70, 110. For that price, you can literally buy a gaming PC. You can buy the Steam Deck for that price. In fact, let me look it up. Steam Deck price. Okay, let's go to Steam Deck. Here it is. Okay, but it doesn't show the prices. Hmm. Let me go to Amazon. Or let me, yeah, price. Why? How come that doesn't show? it's not showing the prices though. Oh, here it is. Steam Deck 512 gigabytes, which is without SSD, without any of that. It comes with it with that much memory. It's 540, and all of and if you want 1 terabyte of memory with OLED screen, is 730 with 1 terabyte of memory. And if you have games on Steam, you can literally just download them. You just need to sign in with your account. With the Nintendo Switch 2, you're gonna have to buy all of those games, or you could buy a gaming laptop or a gaming PC for that price. And keep in mind, it's any game that will come out that is gonna have that ridiculous price. So let's say you buy one game per month for a year, right? So we're gonna plus open bracket here. No, let me erase. Well, it's one. Let me write that down. It's 100 until this point. It was the total addition was 138, right? 138. There is it was 138. Wait. That was the amount. I'm gonna erase it now, and I'm gonna take 80, which is the base form for a digital version of the new games, multiply it by 12 because we're gonna buy one game per every month, right? That's 906 plus the original price of all the full experience that is the Nintendo Switch 2. If you want to buy an experience, the full experience they're selling you, it will be $2,000 in the first year of buying the full experience of the Nintendo Switch 2. The full experience. Another thing is, let's say for the sake of argument, you just want the base experience. You just want the $400, right? You just want the $450. That is the Nintendo Switch 2 alone. Plus one game digital, let's say. This time we're gonna buy it in digital. Every one game every month. Oh, damn it, I did it wrong. So 90 times 12, one game per month, right? 100, 1080 it is. Plus just the Nintendo Switch 2. It will be 1050 and 530, and that's going to stack up. Not to mention that's going to have repercussions for the industry, because when other companies see that Nintendo is trying to pull out this stunt, they will straight up imitate them. They will try to imitate them. You know that EA will try to sell this. And on top of that, Nintendo never dropped their prices ever. You will never see a discount. So this is forever. This nonsense they're trying to impose on us are forever. There's no other way to put it. I found this comment on Reddit that I wanted to read to you. It says, CMV, Nintendo's 50% price hikes for their games will bite them. Nintendo just announced that the new Switch 2 will release on June 5th. Alongside that, the new Mario Kart got announced, and it was revealed that they are following a new pricing model. $80 for a digital and physical copies of Mario Kart World in the US, and even more for the physical version in the other territories here in Europe. For non-gamers content, Nintendo Switch games currently cost $60 for physical and digital copies. I do not believe that such prices price increases will be well received by the gaming marketplace, particularly casual consumers where price sensitivity is already a major issue these days. My CMV is it was always obviously going to be a very difficult pill to swallow such a huge price increase from $60 to $80. But do it right as you're releasing a new console is foolish because it is going to impact adoption. They would they would have been better of gradually increasing the price, or if they were going to pull the knife out like this, do it when their new console is well established already. Guys, this is this is wild. Buy a Steam. Do not buy Nintendo. Like if you want the full experience, it's gonna be like $2,000 if you buy one game a month. And let's be real, Nintendo games are not that long. You're gonna finish them like in the first week, in the first 2 weeks of playing them, which means that you're gonna buy far more than one game per month, or rather, you will want to buy one more than one game per month. Do not buy the Nintendo Switch 2. It's not worth it. This, where is it? This is not, it's just not worth it. It's gonna it's gonna put you have to take loans just to play their games. I was excited about the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, but this is not worth it. It just isn't. Do not buy it. I feel, and they were like very sneaky about it because they did not show they did not show the price in the Nintendo Direct 2 because people would complain, and rightfully so. Like even the base experience will be 100 and 500 sorry $1,500. That's a lot, and it stacks up because you will continue buying games. When you buy a console, you do it to be able to use it for a long time, not just 1 year, which means you are better off buying from Steam because they always have like really cool discounts. Two games that you could that they always have a discount for all types of games, indie games, third party games, AAA games, everything. Do not buy the Nintendo Switch to buy a Steam Deck instead. Um, that's pretty much it. I'm really shocked by this, and this is gonna affect the people are talking that this is going to burst the bubble because there's a bubble in the gaming industry that people are investing, and not receiving returns in it because they keep doing bad products, bad games. People are not buying them, and this creates a cycle of uh, throwing money to the trash and not receiving their investment back. And this people will not buy this. Even Nintendo fans, I don't think they will buy. I will be so shocked if they did, especially when they have alternatives. Like the Steam Deck is just better, which is why I have to tell you, I'm not sure that I should do any more Nintendo Directs reactions anymore. Like maybe I will do them so we know what the games we want and we can buy them on Steam instead the Nintendo store. But man, $1,500 for the base experience of one game of the console and one game per month. That is too much, and that stacks up. Do not buy it, guys. Do not buy it. We have to hold the line. We have to either we respect ourselves or they won't respect us. It's really that simple. We have to respect ourselves or we will not be respected. And do not buy it. I'm not gonna buy it. I said that I was open to playing the new Zelda game. I'm not gonna play it. Look, I don't support pirating or emulating games because I believe that developers need support, but not after this. If at this point it's Nintendo's fault that we emulating and parenting games will go up. I guarantee you will go up. People will play Zelda, but they will play it illegally, which is bad for everybody. It's bad for the developers, it's bad for the company, and it's bad for players because it reduces trust in the industry. But at this point, it's not the fault of the players. It's the fault of the company. They're too greedy. And for the record, Nintendo doesn't have like losses. They don't have. They're not. They didn't file for bankruptcy or anything like that. They're doing great. They have profits. This is just a greedy move. There's no need for this. And guys, things will get worse because of tariffs. The word is this is not a political channel, so I'm not gonna enter the political part. I'm just gonna say that the world is turning more protectionist, and they're putting tariffs on everything these days. So exporting things is gonna be harder. My final word: do not buy the Nintendo Switch 2 or their games. They they made the bad decision. Let them suffer the consequences of their bad decision. Uh, I'm gonna link the video of my Nintendo Switch to the red. And goodbye until the next time.